I analyzed dozens of power slap fights, and here is how power slap changes your body at the level no other sport will ever reach. I'm Simon Borec, a med student, and today I'm showing you the 5 most shocking ways power slap permanently transforms fighters. Cauliflower ear is BJJ badge, but power slap takes it farther. Every slap explodes blood vessels in your external ear, leaking blood under the skin, resulting in an absolute surrealistic picture. That slap doesn't just hit the face, it sends a pressure wave down the ear canal. The first win to go is the eardrum, the tympanic membrane. It can rupture instantly, causing sharp pain and immediate hearing loss. But that's a fixable problem. The unfixable damage happens milliseconds later. The force travels into the inner ear, destroying the stereocilia, the microscopic hair cells that convert sound vibrations into electric signals for your brain. That's basically how hearing works. And let me be clear, once those hair cells break, they do not grow back. Unlike boxing, where gloves spread the impact, open hand hit the cheek, jaw and zygomatic arc with a pancake of force. Cheekbones balloon, eyes puff shut, lips split. Sometimes the swelling compresses facial nerves, causing numbness that can last days. Power slap fighters look badass right now, but I predict in a few years the current champions will end up like Muhammad Ali, but much faster. Now continue with the eye damage. Slaps deliver crazy force that cause orbital floor blowouts, deep tissue bruising and torn eyelids, all very painful injuries. An orbital blowout fracture means the thin bone beneath the eye shatters. This causes a whole cascade of events. First, your eyeball drops into the sinus, space below your eye. While dropping, your eye muscle might trap in the shatter of bones, causing double vision. The sudden shockwave can cause retinal detachment, producing flashes of light, sudden blindness, floaters, massive pain, and without emergency surgery, permanent loss of sight. These are injuries you see rarely in MMA, and once you do, it's a headline, but in power slap, it is daily bread. And I can rapidly fire dozens of other risks. Repeated fractures of mandibular condyle, coronet process, microfractures of every bone in the orofacial area, and over time TMJ dislocation and chronic pop-in. Everyone watches the head snap back, but they forgot what's connecting it to the body. Let's break it down clinically. The head, weighing around 11 pounds, is violently accelerated and then decelerated on the cervical spine. We are talking about tearing the anterior longitudinal ligament, the very tissue that stops your head from snapping backward too far. You are damaging every supporting structure, which can have only one outcome. But the real terror lies deeper. That same whipping motion can cause a vertebral artery or carotid artery dissection. The inner lining of the artery tears, a blood clot forms, and that clot can travel straight to the brain, causing a stroke. Everyone focuses on the head, but the athlete delivering the slap pays a big price too. Let's quickly think about hand injuries. When athletes go for maximum power, their metacarpals, phalanges and wrist ligaments take the cost. Just imagine you slapping something so hard like a wall. This leads to hairline fractures in the palm and thumb. Swelling is common. These are micro tears and early bone stress. Ligaments in the wrist, especially the ulnar collateral, see abnormal force. And once those microfractures turn into break, the career is gone. You don't have any other weapon. So in the end, it's a lose-lose situation. My whole brand is based on creating the best protocols on brain recovery and pain relief in the world. All protocols are in my community, and if you want fast health advice, follow me on X and IG, where you can also DM me with your health issues. But frankly, if you practice power slap, there is no way I can help you. Now let's talk about the acute brain damage. Yes, KO slaps look epic. We all saw Vasil Kamotsky, that big Russian guy delivering ungodly knockouts. But we also saw him getting knocked out into a mini coma. Every slap, whether KO or not, delivers brain damage. And let's be clear, it's not just huge wash-up men taking this gamble. They are guys our age. I recently had a call with Damien Dubell, power slap heavyweight champion. He's a legit young guy, just like us, with aspirations to go to law school. And that's the real tragedy. You have a sharp person with a future depending on his cognitive function, willingly exposing his brain to guaranteed trauma. Every time he takes a hit and doesn't fall, which he never did, he is celebrated for his toughness. But what I see is that his potential future as a lawyer is being systematically dismantled. Here's the truth I want you to spread. If you take part in power slap or anything like that, every slap equals a minor concussion. And those micro concussions you don't even feel cause over the time CTE. This is what terrifies brain doctors all over the world. This is why the NFL is so dangerous. Now imagine the damage from power slap, which is a textbook mechanism for severe brain injury. Subconcussion impacts add up, days, weeks, months down the line. And therefore, let's shine some light on the dark post-fight lives. Power slap athletes are often presented as huge men in peak condition, which they are, yet they completely fade into obscurity after they retire. The long-term consequences are worse than anyone admits. With every slap, your nerves take the hit, meaning sensation fades, smile symmetry collapses, or you develop facial tics. Whole zones of your face stop feeling or moving normally, sometimes permanently. Unluckily, it's not just the nerves. Tiny arteries and veins across the face and neck rupture and scar over, becoming fibrotic. That means dysfunctional. Power slap is arguably the worst sport for your brain health you can find. It is fast track to CTE, the same brain degeneration that cripples aging boxers, but now also very young power slap athletes. CTE means memory loss, mood swings, rage, depression, slurred speech, trouble thinking straight, and mainly it's irreversible. Their health is being sold for a paycheck that will not even cover a fraction of the long-term care. Initial offers for power slap athletes can be as low as $2,000 to show up. And finally, let's turn our attention to the one thing I cannot understand. Former UFC fighters, men who have already spent a career accumulating brain trauma, stepping into the power slap.
I've boxed at a very young age, for a very long time.
Nice.
Then I went and did football in high school.
Okay.
Let's be clear, a fighter's brain after a decade in MMA is a high-risk organ. Dr. Ann McKee proved that tau protein develops after minor hits to the head, and they are foundations of CTE. These athletes are accelerating their neurological deficit. Now they enter a sport with no defense, no footwork, no head movement, no blocking. The entire goal is to receive a clean, undefended rotational blow to the head, the most efficient mechanism for shearing brain tissue. So, hypothetically, if you want to maximize your brain damage, start with UFC and then continue with power slap. From medical standpoint, power slap is a neurological suicide. We hear about a fighter's heart, but I would like to shift focus on the fighter's brain.